पहचान है आज, हर जागरण का बीज है आज, हर दिन की सुबह है आज, दिल में बजे मौन का साज, हर मुरली का आदि है आज, हर मुरली का सार है आज, जो बीत गया वो ना रहा अपना, आने वाला बस एक सपना, इस पल में छिपा हर राज, शिव का ये आह्वान है आज,
हर मुरली का आदि है आज, हर मुरली का सार है आज,
जब मिटे सब झूठे रिवाज, तब दिखे पवित्रता का ताज, शिव को भी उस पर हो नाज, बने वो आत्मा सरताज, हर लक्ष्य का आदि है आज, हर लक्षण का स्वर है आज, हर आत्मा की पुकार है आज, इस जीवन का सार है आज, हर मुरली का आदि है आज, हर मुरली का सार है आज।
Om Shanti. Good morning. The one category of people are those who intellectually comprehend the virtues and try to incorporate it in their daily practice, and the other are the ones who have deepened their connection with the divine, and virtues overflow. They spread, they radiate the fragrance of virtues. So once the younger group of Baba's children were on their journey, and they met a sudden bus accident. Despite the injuries they faced, their inner stability was so powerful that they surprised the observers. They were so much stable in their original state of peace that others got to learn a big lesson through them. So this is the power of being the live example. What are the virtues we implement in our daily life? Could you name some of them? Purity, yes. Cooperation, peace, purity, power, love, bliss, happiness. All these are the core virtues, and the other ones, the other category are respect, humility, purity, courage, patience, all the love. Yes, all these are the set of divine virtues which we begin to radiate naturally when we are concentrated in, when we are stabilized in the state of soul consciousness and supreme soul consciousness and drama consciousness. So what are the benefits that we can see by having the constant connection with divine? What are the benefits we can see in the physical level, in the emotional level, in the cognitive level, and in the level of relationships? First one is, as we radiate the peaceful vibration to our body begin to respond, and the parasympathetic nervous system, as it gets activated, then our body begins to switch from the mode of fight and flight to the mode of relaxation. So the changes in emotional level we can see is the calmness, the composed state of our mind, inner stability, the state of peace, and being untouched by the circumstances. The benefit we can see in the relationship. What are the benefits we can observe in our relationships? The stable bonds of our relationship and the reduced state of conflict. So as the divine union bonds all our impurities, we naturally begin to radiate. We naturally begin to be eligible for the state Baba says Mansa Seva. So Mansa Seva is one is our choice to do the Mansa Seva, and the next is the Mansa Seva being done from us naturally. So we become eligible for doing Mansa Seva from all the accumulated powers and virtues over a long period of time. So if we reflect to the examples of Dadi Janki, who was given the title of the most stable mind in the world, during she was researched by a group of scientists, and they found that the vibrations she radiated, she sustained the gamma waves throughout the period of experiment. And the formula was that she was extremely sustained in the state of soul consciousness and supreme soul consciousness. As she used to say, "Who am I?" What was the slogan of Dadi? "Who am I and who is mine?" So she stabilized herself over a period of time in this state, and she was able to give a global impact and become an inspiration for millions of people. It improves the meta-awareness. Being stabilized in the state of soul consciousness, it activates our meta-awareness, the state in which we can witness the circumstances without being involved in it. It is called meta-awareness. And the Sakshi, the state of being Sakshi and observing all the circumstances without being involved in it. So we can develop this power, and long-term meditators, they will have the capacity of being unconditionally empathetic, providing unconditional love, unconditional support, So all these are the virtues we all know at the intellectual level. We all can comprehend, but there are only the few people who really live by this awareness, and it is possible through the long state of tapasya, the long state of meditation over a period of time done consistently. So the research as well, it shows when we are stabilized, when we are connected with the Supreme, slowly the neural pathways, neuroplasticity, it happens. It is a state where we form the new neural pathways of being reactive to responding the situation, of responding reacting the situation with anger, to the state where we can calmly observe the situation. So many research, many scientific articles are also been published showing the significance of meditation, the significance of divine union, the significance of soul consciousness and supreme soul consciousness. So in this picture we can see how the constant combined state with the Supreme will lead us to developing such virtues like humility, patience, tolerance, courage, love over a period of time. And it happens so naturally that we need not put so much of our effort to it, and what the effort should really be done in, it should be done in soul consciousness. So even if we reflect on the life of Brahma Baba, how the extreme opposition he faced with so much of faith and conviction made him able to become the inspiration for millions of people, and the dadis were inspired by seeing the living virtues of Brahma Baba. So Brahma Baba was that entity who first stabilized himself in the state of being surrendered to Baba completely, and he began to incorporate all these virtues in his real life, and other people were naturally inspired by Baba. So just a minute of divine remembrance, just a minute of stabilizing ourselves in Baba's yad every hour, the traffic control, and the transformation of consciousness from I to mine, I to yours, from mine to yours. The practice of saying my house to Baba's house, saying my things to Baba's things, all these are the small insignificant things which actually transform our consciousness, which actually switch our consciousness from the state of ego to the state of surrenderness, complete surrenderness. And all these small changes, though they seem insignificant, over a period of time, they will make us into the spiritually powerful personalities who can give the big impact, who can have the big impact in the world, in the process of world transformation. So do we think we have a significant role in world transformation through self-transformation? Yes. And the self-transformation begins with all these smaller steps done daily over a period of time. So now we'll be doing a commentary. Sit back and relax. Stabilize myself. As a point of light. Shining in the middle of the forehead. I reflect on my routine life. The state of my mind when I am in my job place, in my workplace. Do I carry my task as stabilizing myself in the instrument consciousness? Or do I have the subtle ego of I and mine? Do I invoke the Supreme? While I am in my worldly task? Or do I complete it alone? I take this moment to invoke the Supreme and surrender all my insecurities and all my fears, all my burdens, to Him. He is taking all the happiness away. I'm feeling light and I radiate light. I stabilize myself in the awareness of being combined. Slowly I bring my awareness back to my body, back to the surrounding. Om Shanti. One is to experience Baba as a formal entity, and next is to have a living relationship with Baba. So, as we start having living relationship with Baba, the relationship, the quality, and the bond deepens, and we do not fear Baba, and rather than just being formal in the relationship, rather than just remembering Baba as a routine work, routine tasks, we start bringing Baba more closer, and we start having a deeper relationship. And this is the point when we can sustain the relationship and sustain our remembrance for whole day. If we have just a formal relationship with Baba, it is more probable that we remember him in the morning yoga, in the evening yoga, and we tend to forget him throughout the day. But as we start having the living relationship, the living direct conversation with Baba, and he starts answering our question, the relationship deepens and the bond grows, which helps us ultimately sustaining these things throughout the day, and he will be there with us combined, helping us and empowering us throughout the journey. If we reflect back to the life of Mama, Baba, and all the senior dadis, didis, the one significant thing they applied in their life was the formula of having Baba alone, and the closest bond with Baba. And they were so much detached to the world and to the relationship, worldly relationships. So it helped them cultivate the power, cultivate the virtues in them, and they were able to pamper us through being the living example, by being the living example. So do we experience the living kind of relationship with Baba? It's something significant to reflect on ourselves. Do we experience Baba being combined in our routine work? Yes. All the subtle powers, all the virtues we develop from having the connection with Baba, from having the constant relationship with Baba, are those who help us to build our personality and help us to succeed and help us to become a successful person over a period of time in the long run. So though they seem insignificant, we are doing it in our daily life, and we are not aware of the power we have accumulated. Just like we had taken an example of a boy striking a big stone, and he struck it till 99th time. The stone remained the same. There were no cracks. The stone remained solid. And the 100th strike was the one which was able to break the stone into pieces. So it is the consistency, it is the power of consistency which seems insignificant but has the huge power and will definitely show results over a period of time when we are abided by it with self-discipline, patience, and perseverance. So the homework for today is, do I experience living connection with the divine? We'll reflect on this one question.